Namaste, a very good day to all of you. This is Professor Ajeet Jaiswal, Head Department of Anthropology. Now let's start discussing the seventh lecture of a lecture series on Indigenous Knowledge System from the Earth for the Future. Today we'll discuss on some of the important key aspects and highly specific area of Indigenous Knowledge System. Before starting the today's lectures, let me give you a glimpse of information about the last lecture that we discussed. In the last lecture, we discussed about the important aspect of the indigenous knowledge in India. Along with this, we discussed about the structure of indigenous knowledge system. In the indigenous knowledge in India, we highlighted the several key aspects of indigenous knowledge in India, like traditional ecological knowledge, Ayurveda and traditional medicine, ethnobotany and medicinal plant, cultural landscape and sacred sites, community-based resource management, traditional knowledge and livelihood, climate adaptation and resilience, cultural revitalization and education. Alright, so there are series of key aspects. Today, we'll start discussing about all these key aspects in a detailed explanatory mode, like the traditional ecological knowledge, what it is, and its several features, Ayurveda and traditional medicine, what it is and its several characteristic features, ethnobotany and medicinal plant and other important aspects, cultural landscape and sacred sites, community-based resource management and its specific characteristic features, traditional knowledge and livelihood and its specific characteristic feature, and so on. And one important feature is that, one important point that I want to highlight it over here is that if we have any doubt, any query related to the last lecture concern, then you can feel free to ask through the comment section. Okay, now let's start discussing about the key aspect of indigenous knowledge in India. As I told you, the first key aspect is what? What was that? That is traditional ecological knowledge. So the traditional ecological knowledge reflects to the cumulative body of knowledge, practice and belief acquired by indigenous and local communities through direct interactions with their environment over generation. Traditional ecological knowledge encompasses the traditional understanding of ecosystem, biodiversity, natural resources and ecological processes, as well as the cultural, spiritual and social dimension of human-environment interaction. This traditional ecological knowledge, it includes several key features like holistic perspective, local and contextual, observation and experience, adaptation and resilience, dynamic and evolving, ethical and spiritual value, community-based governance, complementary to the Western sciences, and so on. When we discuss about the important key aspect of traditional ecological knowledge concern, it has a very specific relevance to understand the relationship between the environment or ecology with the people who is part of that ecology. Like as I told you, the key aspect is holistic perspective. So traditional ecological knowledge is holistic, integrating ecological, cultural and spiritual dimension of the environment. Indigenous people view themselves as a part of nature and understand the interconnectedness of all living beings within the ecosystem. Similarly, when we try to see the local and contextual aspect, traditional ecological knowledge is place-based and context-specific. Place-based and context-specific, tailored to the unique ecological and cultural characteristics of a particular landscape, particular habits and bioregion. It is deeply rooted in indigenous people's relationship with their local environment. Similarly, when we see the observation and experience, traditional ecological knowledge is primarily acquired through direct observation, direct experience and participation in everyday activities such as hunting, fishing, farming and gathering. Indigenous elders, knowledge holders and community members they play a key role in transmitting traditional ecological knowledge orally to the younger generation. Another key aspect is adaptation and resilience, very important one. So traditional ecological knowledge reflect indigenous people's adaptive strategies for coping with environmental variability, climatic fluctuations and ecological change over time. Traditional practices such as rotational farming, fire management and water harvesting, it enhances communities' resilience and ecosystem sustainability. Similarly, when we try to see the another important aspect, that is dynamic and evolving. So traditional ecological knowledge is dynamic and continuously evolving in response to changing environmental conditions, cultural shift and external pressure. Indigenous communities adopt their knowledge and practice to new challenges while maintaining core principle and value. Similarly, when we see the ethical and spiritual value context, we may say that traditional ecological knowledge is guided by ethical principle, spiritual belief and cultural value that emphasize respect for nature, reciprocity and intergenerational stewardship of the land. Indigenous people often have sacred places, sacred rituals, sacred ceremonies that reflect their spiritual connection to the natural world. Similarly, if we try to see from the point of view of the community-based governance, so traditional ecological knowledge is integrated with the community-based governance. It is integrated with the decision-making processes that prioritize local knowledge, local participation and collective management of the natural resources. Traditional institutions such as Council of Elders or community assemblies, they play a central role in resource governance. Similarly, when we try to see the contemporary to the Western sciences, traditional ecological knowledge complement Western scientific knowledge by offering alternative perspective, insight and solution to the complex ecological problem. Integrating traditional ecological knowledge with specific research that can enhance understanding, improve management practices and support conservation effort. So overall, like just now I told you several key aspects, overall we may say that traditional ecological knowledge is increasingly recognized for its value in biodiversity conservation, sustainable resource management and climate change adaptation. Collaborative approach that respect and incorporate traditional ecological knowledge alongside scientific knowledge can lead to more effective and culturally appropriate solution for addressing several key problems like environmental challenges and promoting resilience in indigenous and local community. This is the one important key aspect of indigenous knowledge in India. Another I told you is about Ayurveda and medicine. As I already give you a brief information that Ayurveda and traditional medicine, it encompasses a holistic system of healing that have been practiced for thousands of years in India and other part of the world. Now let's try to see an overview of Ayurveda and traditional medicine. First, what is Ayurveda? The Ayurveda, which translates to the word called the science of life in Sanskrit, is one of the oldest system of medicine in the world. It originated in ancient times over 5,000 years ago and is based on the principle of balance and harmony between the mind, body and spirit. Ayurveda views health as a state of equilibrium between the three important dosas. One is called as Vata, means air and ether. Other is called Pitta, that is fire and water. And third is called Kapha, means earth and water. And aims to restore balance through personalized treatment, dietary recommendation, lifestyle modification, herbal remedies, detoxification therapies and spiritual practices. So the key aspect we can say that the key principle of Ayurveda says that Ayurveda emphasizes the interconnectedness of the individual with the natural world and the importance of maintaining harmony with the rhythms of nature. The key principles include the concept of Prakriti, that is individual constitution. It also includes the role of Agni, that is digestive fire, the importance of Dhatus, that is tissues, the importance of Malas, that is waste product, and the use of Panchkarma, that is detoxification therapies to cleanse the body and restore balance. It also discusses about traditional medicine. Traditional medicine reflect or refer to healing practices, knowledge and systems that have been passed down through generation within the specific cultural, ethnic and indigenous communities. Traditional medicine encompasses a diverse range of practices including herbal medicine, acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine, Unani medicine, Siddha medicine, folk medicines and indigenous healing tradition practiced by many communities or various communities around the world. Another important point is herbal medicine. Herbal medicine is a central component of a traditional medicine system. It including Ayurveda. It involves the use of medicinal plant and plant-based preparation to prevent, elevate or treat various health conditions. Traditional healers or herbalists and indigenous medicine practitioners, they have an extensive knowledge of local flora and their therapeutic properties, which are often passed down orally through generation. Similarly, when we try to understand the integration with the modern medicine, traditional medicine, including Ayurveda, is increasingly recognized and integrated with the modern biomedical approaches to healthcare. Integrative medicine combines the best of both traditional and modern therapies to provide holistic, patient-centered care that addresses the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects of health and wellness. Similarly, when we try to understand from the cultural context and diversity point of view, traditional medicine is deeply rooted in cultural, spiritual, and socio-economic context of a specific community and region. It reflects cultural belief, cultural value, and practices related to health, illness, and healing, as well as local environment, local conditions, their dietary habit, and lifestyle factor. Another important highlighting feature is challenges and opportunities as far as the local traditional medicine concerned. So traditional medicine faces challenges related to standardizations, quality control, safety and regulation, particularly in the context of globalization and commercialization. However, it also offers opportunity for promoting cultural diversity, preserving traditional knowledge, fostering community empowerment, and expanding access to affordable and culturally appropriate healthcare services. Overall, we may say that Ayurveda and traditional medicine system, they play a significant role in promoting health, preventing illness, and treating disease in diverse cultural contexts worldwide. Integrating traditional medicine with modern healthcare approaches and can enhance patient outcome, improve healthcare accessibility, and support holistic approach to health and well-being. So this is about today's lecture, where we discuss about the two important key aspects of indigenous knowledge in India. One is related to the ecology, that is traditional ecological knowledge, and other is related to traditional medicine, that is Ayurveda and traditional medicine. Rest all the other key aspects we'll discuss in the coming lecture concern. So if you have any doubt or question related to the present lectures or any other lecture concern, even any specific area of anthropology, then you can ask through the comment section. Another important point I just want to inform you all. New video will come daily at 1 p.m. as far as the Indian Standard Time concerns. So please keep your notification bell on. Thank you. Thank you so much. Namaste.